Inherit the Wind blew us away.
The middle school held Explorer Day.
At the Halloween dance, goblins did sway.
And to look at fire safety today.
All this and more.
Up next on Eagle Watch. Hello, Hop Hog, and welcome to another awesome edition of Eagle Watch. Alongside Nicole Desmond, I'm James Woodard.
Every fall, the Hop Hog Fire Department opens its doors to teach the community fire safety. Dylan Rice is there to check out what's hot.
Fire Prevention Day is an educational and eventful day for the Hop Hog community. We spoke to the chief of the department to get insight on this day.
Fire Prevention Day for us is about teaching the public about the dangers associated with hazards in your house, as fires and other emergencies. And we like to bring them down just to make sure that they kind of get a handle on the importance of smoke detectors and fire safety in the home. So it kind of helps us out because it helps people be safer in their own homes, which prevents fires in the first place.
It's a day where we invite the public down to be able to come down and learn skills and techniques that they would need if they're ever in a situation where they would have to get out of the house and they would just know what to do.
We spoke to the people running the stations to learn more about how it is educational to the community.
This is a rollover simulator. What it does is exactly what it means, is that it'll simulate what happens when your vehicle rolls over and you're wearing your seatbelt as opposed to when you're not wearing your seatbelt at about approximately 20 to 30 miles per hour.
Today we always show a demonstration of live fires. We have a burn building that's behind us that we demonstrate how fast a fire can start in a residential home and the advancement, how fast it can grow. We also show the use of a smoke detector in the home to show people how important it is to have working smoke detectors with batteries.
The smokehouse here is a tool that we use to help us to teach children and parents alike about fire safety in the home and how to evacuate the home in case of an emergency in a smoke situation.
We caught up with some community members to hear what they enjoyed about fire prevention.
That's a good way to get the whole family here, and they can learn about stop, drop, and roll, smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, and it's definitely cool about cutting a car apart.
I like the visual so the kids can see the fire and how fast it can spread and how dangerous it could be.
My son, who's in kindergarten, learned about stop, drop, and roll. They went to the smokehouse. He learned how to dial 911. All important things to protect himself and keep us safe.
My favorite part is calling 911 if it's an emergency.
I hope that they get out of this a better sense of how dangerous a fire can really be and how quick thinking is essential to when they are put into a situation like a fire in their house.
We hope that after coming down and seeing all the examples and the exhibits that they would have an idea of what they are expected to do and how to protect themselves in any situation that they might come across.
The chief, and also a captain, told us their favorite parts of running this day at the department.
My favorite part about Fire Prevention Day is seeing the attention level of the kids, that they really get this on their level, and we bring it down to a level that includes them because it's just as important for them to know what to do as far as exiting the home and how to stay away from fire and how to prevent playing with incendiary materials like matches and other things that cause fires.
My favorite part is actually being able to talk to kids when we're in the smokehouse, telling them about how the smokehouse works and that they actually can learn something about fire prevention.
Seeing the kids get involved in it is the most important part to me.
Fire Prevention Day was a major success for the Hop Hog Fire Department, and all community members left knowing something new to keep them safe. This is Dylan Rice reporting for Eagle Watch.
Hop Hog High School opened its doors to all those parents out there. Katie was there to see how it went.
Open School Night is a night where parents can come walk their children's schedules and meet their teachers. I spoke with some parents about their experience.
How does it feel to be following your kid's schedule?
How does it feel? Well, it gives you the opportunity to find out whether or not they're late or not because it's a distance or they're just chatting in the hall, so that's kind of nice.
How does it feel to be following my child's schedule? I guess pretty good. It's a nice feeling to be able to experience what they do in the course of a day, but actually truncated. That's even better. So,
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Katie.
That's my mom. Okay, so how does it feel to be following my schedule?
Well, it's always interesting to see what your teachers have to say and what they expect out of you. So it feels good to be here and knowing what you're doing every day.
What do you think about your child's schedule so far?
Very easy to manage.
I think my child has an awesome schedule. My son, who is a senior, has a great schedule. My daughter, who is a junior in the IB program, her schedule a little bit more difficult. I think I'd like to be a senior.
Going between two different kids, so I'm running from English to Spanish to social studies to IB. A lot tougher than I remember.
If you had your child's schedule, what class would you be looking forward to the most?
Probably math, because I know she really enjoys it.
Probably dance and the living environment.
Probably look forward the most to English. I was an English major, a writing major, so that's pretty consistent.
If you had your child's schedule, what class would you be looking forward to the least?
I would have to say math, because I'm not a math person.
I would be looking forward to gym first period the least.
Does tonight remind you of when you were in high school?
I have to say at this point, with a lot of gray hair, probably not. This is my fourth child, 21 years. This is actually our last open house. But it's something I always look forward to see the teachers in the community that are helping our kids. And I think that's always probably my favorite time going into high school, because unlike elementary school where you're always around them, you don't get a chance to see the teachers that your kids are working with hard to make themselves the best they can in the future.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah! Go Eagles!
Woo!
It seems that all the parents enjoyed open school night and checking out their kids' schedules. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Katie Prudenti.
It's funny to watch the parents get lost as they find their way around the building. In other news, Hauppauge School District has a new athletic director. Billy introduced us to Mr. Butler.
Hi, I'm Billy Freelingsdorf, and I'm outside the office of the new Hauppauge Athletic Director, Mr. Dan Butler. We went in to find out a little bit about him.
We asked Mr. Dan Butler to tell a little bit about himself and his background. Also, how he became the athletic director at Hauppauge Public Schools.
My name is Dan Butler. I've obviously been here for a couple months. I came here from Kings Park. I was the athletic director there for 3 years in Wantagh previously. I grew up on Long Island in Babylon. Graduated from Babylon High School and then went to University of Notre Dame, played lacrosse there for 4 years, and then on to Hofstra, and you know, then I was a teacher in Belmore Merrick for 9 years, obviously, before I started my administration, and I'm here now. I think it's just a great opportunity for me to be here in a great community.
I also asked how he feels about the athletic programs here at Hauppauge.
I've been really impressed with the hard work and the dedication of the student athletes and also the coaches. The time that they put in and the dedication that they have to their team and to their craft is really something that doesn't happen in all communities, and I think that you know, it's something to be commended.
I asked Mr. Dan Butler if there are any changes he'd like to bring to Haupauge's athletic programs.
Everything seems to be rolling along nicely. We always want to make sure we're kind of on the cutting edge of new technology and new techniques in training and in preparation, and also making sure that we keep the student athletes healthy. You know, we want to make sure that they understand their role in the community as leaders, and you know, any way that we can do that would be a great thing.
Can you tell us where you got that tie?
You know what? My wife got this for me in Bermuda, so it's a little bit of a reminder there. It's my octopi tie.
Awesome. It seems like the Hauppauge Athletics are in good hands. Mr. Dan Butler is an interesting guy, and he will serve the position well. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Billy Freelingsdorf, signing off.
Welcome to Hauppauge, Mr. Butler. We now go from the athletic department to the performing arts department with a look at the fall drama.
This year, the fall drama is Inherit the Wind by Jerome Lawrence and Robert Edwin Lee, based off the story of the famous Scopes trial. I caught up with some actors to ask them some questions.
So what role do you play?
I play Elijah. I'm a homeless old lady that sells Bibles so I don't starve on the streets.
I play Howard. He's a 13-year-old boy who goes on the stand to testify against his teacher.
I play the judge.
I play George Sillers. I work at the feed store.
I play Tom Davenport, and I'm one of the Bible Belt singers. I play E.K. Hornbeck.
I play Bertram Cates.
Students put a lot of hard work and dedication into putting together this show. I asked what the rehearsal process was like.
Describe the rehearsal process for us, please.
The rehearsal process, well, at first we did a read-through, and then we were just kind of feeling it out. We were trying to, really understand the play, and then we really progressed from then. I mean, we have such talented people, 9th graders, 10th graders, 11th through 12th. Everyone's just putting all their effort into it.
Living comes from a long miracle. It didn't just happen in 7 days.
There's a law against it.
I know that.
Everybody says what you did is bad.
It isn't as simple as that. Good or bad, black or white, night or day. Do you know at the top of the world the twilight is 6 months long?
I decided to check up with stage crew backstage to hear what they have to say.
What did you do to help with this production?
I'm part of running crew, so I bring the set pieces onto the stage.
We basically move a lot of the set props around on and off stage.
Finally, I checked in with director and theater teacher Miss Pincus. What made you come up with this particular show for this year's drama?
Well, I've always loved Inherit the Wind. I think it's really a terrific piece. It's definitely an educational piece. There's so much that the kids can learn and have learned from the content of this piece. There's a ton of roles. We've actually added music, which is wonderful. So it really gives me an opportunity to stage something that the kids can really grasp onto.
Don't you remember me? Look away beyond the blue.
The show is about the fight between teaching creationism versus evolutionism. And it's really a battle that's been fought for years and years and years and years. The famous Scopes trial is what the piece is actually based on.
The drama was a great success. Congratulations to the cast and crew for putting all their hard work and effort into the show. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Katie Prudenti.
Kicks for Cancer means a lot to the community. In memory of Courtney Tompkin, the community comes together for this great event every year. Jennifer Hugg was there and brings us the story.
Each year, the Hauppauge community hosts Kicks for Cancer, an event that raises money and awareness for cancer and the people battling it. This event is in loving memory of Courtney Tompkin, who passed away due to cancer 6 years ago. We caught up with the community members and the boys and girls varsity soccer teams to talk about the event.
Describe how this event came to be.
7 years ago, when Courtney was diagnosed, we knew we wanted to do something, and I had already had 2 aunts who were diagnosed with breast cancer, so I knew I wanted to do something surrounding one of our games, and then Alexis Gonzalez came to me and said that she wanted to do something for Courtney, so we kind of just merged the 2 ideas together and came up with Kicks for Cancer.
It means a lot, you have all these people here supporting one person who meant a lot to the community. It's kind of nice to come year after year and see not just the same people, but more people supporting and just remembering Courtney Tompkin.
This event means a lot to me. It's a really special event that everyone could come together and support cancer in this way. There's been such a big outcome tonight, which is really awesome. And it shows that we have the ability to make so much money and awareness that we really do have the ability to finish the fight.
Well, for me personally it means a lot because as a teacher I'm also a community member and I was very close with Courtney. So she was a great kid. The spirit of Courtney is what this is all about. She loved Hauppauge, she loved kids, she loved soccer. So I really enjoyed this day for her. She was just that special of a person, and I will always remember Courtney Tompkin.
What are some of the tips you gave your players to make sure they played to the best of their ability to represent Courtney?
When we were in the locker room, we talked about a lot of different things, and one of the things we talked about was really just going out and playing for her and playing for this community, because Courtney was a great supporter of the girls' soccer team. She was with us that entire season, and now to see the community come out, we really just want to play in her honor.
What does this event mean to you and the legacy of your daughter?
The event is it's a beautiful event that the school has done now. This is the 7th year. Courtney was actually with us during her senior year when the team decided to have the Kicks for Cancer for her. And to see it every year, that it continues to go on and benefit other people that are afflicted with cancer, it shows that, her spirit lives on. It's the legacy of Courtney is to help other people, even when she's not here to help them herself.
How does it feel entering this game knowing that all these fans are watching you guys support the fight against cancer?
It makes me feel really good and like proud to be a part of the team because it's a really important thing and it's a great community effort that everybody puts together to get it accomplished.
I'm really excited to play in this game because it really gets me pumped up that we're doing this for Courtney and for the community, and it's really nice to see that our whole community gets involved and everyone's here to support us.
The Hop Hog community came out in full force to support this year's Kicks for Cancer. Both the boys and girls soccer teams came out victorious in their games and raised over $30,000 for the fight against cancer. All this money will be donated to various cancer foundations in honor of Courtney Tompkin. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Jennifer Hug.
We love Courtney!
The middle school Halloween dance was a great night for students. Stephanie and Katie decided to join the fun.
Hi, I'm here at the middle school Halloween dance, and we're gonna go check up on some students to see how their night's going. So what's your Halloween costume, and can you please describe it for us?
Sure. I am Slenderman, and the reason why I wanted to be it is because, I don't know, it's something different.
I'm Batman, and I picked this out because I like Batman.
I chose baseball because I love baseball. I chose Harry Potter because it's my favorite character.
I'm the girl from Dancing with the Stars who had the mechanical leg, and I chose it because I do dance, and I have a boot on, so it just matched.
I'm a nerd, and a lot of my friends are like, they were supposed to be nerds and they are, so I just chose it so then like we could be like together, we could be like in a pair.
What's your favorite candy?
Jawbreaker. Kit Kat. Twizzlers.
Candy corn. Snickers. What's your favorite part about Halloween?
Getting candy.
Same.
I like all the costumes. Getting candy. Trick-or-treating. Getting candy.
So, as the principal, how do you feel about bringing your students together tonight?
I love this. This is one of the highlights of the school year. The kids really get a kick out of it. We've got a lot of kids here tonight, and there's a tremendous amount of energy in the room. It's an awful lot of fun.
All right. Seems that everyone at the Halloween dance had a great time. Reporting for Eagle Watch, this is Katie Prudenti. Happy Halloween!
Order in the court. Mock trial is a club at Hop Hog High School. Let's see who's guilty.
10 years ago, our school had a mock trial team at the top of its pack. This year, Hop Hog High School is bringing it back to be stronger than ever under advisors Mr. Sheegan and Mr. Zimmerman. Let's go find some witnesses and see what mock trial is all about. What got you interested in law?
My parents have always said I should be a lawyer due to the many arguments we have in our house. And, I've always liked court cases and stuff, anything interesting like that. And I like arguing with people, so that's another plus. But it's fun. It's an interesting topic. Mr. Sheegan's a great guy, and taking AP Gov times correctly with everything that we're doing. So, yeah, I think it's just a fun subject.
When I was in 7th grade, we had a teacher for social studies, and she came in one day, and it was Constitution Day. And so she pretended that we were all lawyers in law school, learning about the Constitution, and I thought that I would like to do that, but for real.
How does the mock trial process work?
We get a court case around December 3rd, and then we go to a regional competition, which we face many other teams. We have a defendant team, we have a prosecution team, and we have a team of lawyers. We work very vigorously the whole year preparing with many different details. We have our facts straight. Our club runs till 3:30 because we want to try really hard. We're going to beat Comac.
Essentially, it's a competition where you have
students from different schools compete in a mock trial. You have one school represents one side of a trial, the prosecution, one school will represent the other side, and then they're judged.
How far do you think your team will go this year?
I have high hopes. We have a lot of star players in our team, a lot of really good debaters like Mark Latanzi, Emily Linko, me, and it's going to be good. I think we're going to go pretty far. I want to beat Comac because they're apparently the top dogs in the mock trial competition spectrum, but hopefully we do good this year.
What, if anything, is your experience with the law?
Me and Mr. Cheegan both went to law school and passed the New York State bar exam, and then went into teaching after that.
How heated does the process get?
Oh, you don't want to be in the courtroom if you can't take the heat.
What inspired you to start up mock trial again this year?
It's been something that me and Mr. Shahigian have been looking to start again. We realized the importance it can have in a youngster's life. There's so many kids that wanted to do it, so much enthusiasm. We realized it was a good time to start it up again.
The jury has reached a verdict, and it looks like we're out of time for today. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Daniel Nasta. Case closed.
It's time for Question of the Month. Nicole went prowling around the school with this month's question.
We're on the hunt for people to answer this question. What animal would you be and why? If you could be one animal, what would you be and why?
I would be a lion so I could be king of the jungle.
I'd be a cheetah because then I could run faster than everybody, and that'd be fun. Even though I can do that now because obviously, the skills.
I'd be a dog because they're happy all the time and they always have fun.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why?
I think I'd be an elephant because an elephant has a really good memory, and I could stand in the middle of the loop block cover on the pool and not fall in.
I'd probably be a rabbit so I could be really fast and they're really soft.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why?
I'd be a striped bass so I can chase those bunker pods through the ocean and just jump and eat and eat.
Probably be a koala bear because, they like to chill in Australia, and that's where I want to be, so.
I'd probably be a lion because, I'd be king of the jungle and it'd be my territory. I run it.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why?
Polar bear because they live in the ice and they're cool.
I'd be an eagle, partly because we are eagles here in Hauppauge, but also I just want to see what it's like to be right next to a fighter jet.
If you could be one animal, what would you be and why?
I would like to be a dinosaur because everyone would be shocked to see a dinosaur.
I'd probably be a dog just because dogs are really nice.
I would be my dog Mitzi because she is the best and she gets treated very well, and she's a little chubby but she likes to eat, so that will work too.
We had a fun time going around Hauppauge High School seeing what animals students would be. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Nicole Desmond.
Even without the sun, everyone had fun at the Family Fun Run. Luke Farrell gives us the story.
I'm at the Hauppauge Middle School for the Power of One Family Fun Run. Let's go check it out. Every year, the Hauppauge community comes together for the Power of One Family Fun Run. This year, over 50 participants ran the 3-mile course to promote healthy living and raise money for a good cause. What's this event all about?
Well, this is a family fun run that was started 17 years ago by Mrs. Pasilio as part of an effort to really help people to understand that living a healthy life is very, very important, and we want kids to start that process when they're little. So we figured if we can get the moms and the dads and the kids out, it would be a great thing for our community.
How did it feel to run as a family?
It was awesome. I thought that she would keep keeping up with me, but I had to keep up with her.
How did this event get started?
Actually, the superintendent 17 years ago came to me and said, would you organize a 5K road running race for me? And I said yes. So we've been doing it ever since for the past 17 years.
Why did you come to the Family Fun Run?
I came here to compete, of course. I needed somewhere to expel my Breakfast of Champions. You can't let that sit inside you all day. You gotta get the energy out, and this is a good, hard, deterministic course to do it on.
How many years have you been doing the Family Fun Run?
About 6 years.
What are your expectations for today?
Race well and have fun.
Despite the rain, this year's Power of One Family Fun Run was a great success that brought the community together. Do you think you're going to come back next year?
Yes, we've done this before. We'll definitely be back. It was a lot of fun.
Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Luke Farrell.
James and Derek went around the school to see who they can stump. Let's check out this segment of Brain Teasers.
Hello, Hop Hog. We decided to go give students some brain teasers. Let's see how they do.
How many months have 28 days?
1.
1.
All of them.
12 months.
All of them.
No, what comes up and never comes down?
I don't know. Gravity?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Gravity?
A leaf.
Your age. What becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
What? Is it small or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
The word short. What is one eye but can't see?
A fish.
I feel like you're talking about the letter I.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
The sea.
Why is this a question?
A needle. If you have 2 twins, 3 triplets, 4 quadruplets, how many people are there?
4.
That's a lot of people, so like I'm gonna say like a dozen. I don't know.
I don't know.
10.
9.
9. Brain teasers can be very tricky, but we had a lot of fun going around to see how people did. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Derek Seaman.
The middle school had some interesting stuff going on at this year's Exploration Day. Kayla brings us more.
Hi, I'm Kayla. We're here at Explorer Day at Hop Hog Middle School to find out what this day is all about.
Today is Exploration Day here in Hop Hog Middle School.
Today we're having Explorer Day, where all 7th graders are learning about exploration that happened throughout the world and also in New York State. And they're going through different stations that are highlighting all of those pieces. And at the end of the day, they're going to be debating, was exploration really worth it? The New York State curriculum includes a piece on exploration for 7th graders where they explore the New World, and they also discuss exploration in New York State. So this fits right in, and it's really going to tie into the curriculum and help the students really understand through really having an experience with it rather than just reading about it.
High school students involved with the History Club were at the middle school as group leaders.
Oh, I'm a group leader, and so I basically just take them around to all their stations, and I just have the responsibility of watching them and make sure they get to the right places. I have a group of kids, and I watch them and bring them around to their different stations.
There were many stations set up to expose students to what exploration times were about. We spoke with some of the guest speakers.
We're from Cornell Cooperative Extension, from the Suffolk County Farm, and we were asked to bring animals here today. Back in the Explorer time, of course, people transported animals from country to country and overseas. People hunted and they relied on their animals for food and clothing, similar to today.
I'm teaching how important music was in people's lives during this age of exploration and early settlement. I have many instruments to show and talk about the uses of music in their lives.
We asked students what their favorite part of the day was.
I liked the rope. The spies. Pottery, because I got dirty from it. My hands are dirty. I liked the spies.
I like the spies too.
We asked students what one thing they learned today was.
How to make rope. Like you take 3 pieces of string and then you roll the thing and then it tightens it and turns it into this.
I guess hard work pays off because in the 3rd period we did a bunch of food, like we made pancakes, a bunch of food.
Well, in the spice things we learned how to make secret messages, and blacksmith we learned how to twist metals and stuff. Yeah, I like to learn how to make the rope.
Students told us what they're looking forward to most.
Seeing the animals. Eating. Holding a pig. Going to maybe make clay pots. I like pottery.
Yeah. Or see the animals.
Explorer Day was a huge success and everyone had a good time. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Keela Calabrese.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have left for this show.
The broadcasting class is working hard on some new stories, so check back for new episodes of Eagle Watch.
Thanks for watching, and have
a great night.
Katie Prudente was there to see how it went. Prudente or T? Prudente.
Prudente.
Can I just wear my glasses? Katie Prudente. Katie Prudente.
And left a little bit. Ready?
No, I said Prudente. I said Prudente. Katie Prudente. Does that have to be word for word? Katie Prudente. Katie Prudente. No! Dude, this is so hard. Too much to think.